Hi guys, welcome back. My setup looks a little different. We're trying out something new. We'll see how it goes. It might be different in the next video. I'm here today to do my first ever story time video, and it's my coming out story. This might be a surprise to some of you because you knew me and I was dating a guy, and you know, here to elaborate on that a little bit more. My story is interesting in that I did have to come out twice. So yeah, I am gonna mention people in this video. Their names have been changed for anonymity's sake. Let's get into it. So I knew in elementary school that I didn't like boys, but I didn't know that that wasn't normal. And I didn't know that liking girls as more than just friends wasn't normal. I was in first grade when I had my first crush, and I would go over to her house all the time, and we would hang out and play and do crazy things, and we always played house and Barbies, and it was husband and wife. And I just remember thinking, "Aw, you're pretty. Why would anybody want to date a boy? That's dumb." Elementary school dating of they held my hand at the playground kind of thing. In 5th grade, there was another girl that was in my class that I really liked. And I started figuring out that there is a difference to how I like girls and to how I like guys. Because I was the tomboy of my group. I played with all the guys. We'd do basketball, and there's this like weird jump rope thing, and it was so cool. I hung out with all of them. They were my closer friends. But I liked girls. They were all getting girlfriends, and I was left out because I'm like, I want to have a girlfriend, like how y'all have girlfriends. And I had this friend who was a girl, and we did everything together, similar to the first one. And I liked her, and she did not like me, and that's okay. But that started to get me thinking and talking about liking girls versus liking guys. And you know, as many of us do, I Googled what that was, and through a lot of reading and a lot of Googling, I realized I was a lesbian, or so I thought. In middle school, I told this girl that I was friends with, her name, we'll call her Bailey. I told Bailey that I liked girls and I was gay because she was trying to set me up with some guy in our church. And she told her mom, who told my mom, who then came and told me, so Bailey says you're gay. She actually wasn't allowed to hang out with me after that because her mom thought I was gonna get her gay, or I was going to turn her gay, which it doesn't work that way. My mom chalked it up to me being confused. I thought I was in trouble, so I didn't really say yes or no. I just kind of went with it. And then high school rolls around, and I'm pretty set in my ways of I like girls, not into guys, just want to date girls. In sophomore year, I came out to my parents and told them that I liked girls. My parents are very religious, and my mom is very spiritual, my dad's very religious, and my mom said that wasn't what I'd hoped for you. In the Bible it says marriage is between a man and a woman, and she loved me regardless, but it wasn't the path she would have chosen for me, which I'm like, okay, cool. My dad didn't tell me anything except, Madison, which is his like go-to line of, I don't know what to say, but I'm really disappointed in you. And then I found out that he told my mom that he wanted to send me to an all-girls Catholic school to fix me. And she looked at him, my mom's like, I looked at him and went, you're kidding. Like, if you don't like that she likes girls, don't send her to an all-girls school. To which my response is, Mom, why'd you have to ruin that? I could have gone to an all-girls school. Imagine the possibilities there. But lo and behold, I stayed at my high school, did not get transferred to an all-girls school, unfortunately. And junior year, I actually came out to my entire family on my mom's side. They were super supportive of it. My grandma said, I don't know a lot about it, but I love you anyway. My aunts and uncles were just kind of like, okay, sure. Really supportive and really open about learning. A lot of them asked questions, and if I brought a girl around, because I also had friends that were girls, just friends, but if I brought a girl around, they would be like, is that your girlfriend? Like, is that your girlfriend? Do we need to be extra nice to her? And I'm like, no, that one's just a friend, you're good, I'll let you know. And it was really cool that they were so open and accepting and loving, even though they all grew up really, really religious. So fast forward to end of senior year of high school. I've just turned 18. I have a job at Victoria's Secret, because why not? And I am working and I meet this guy, and we'll call him Cody. I meet Cody and I am floored. He was really tall, really muscular, and I just fell head over heels for him immediately. And then I got really confused of why I was falling head over heels for this guy. And we exchanged phone numbers, started chatting, and I was starting to get to know him and talk to him, and I realized I like this guy. Like, I like this guy. I want to go on dates with this guy. I want to kiss this guy. I want to do everything I've done with girls with this guy. And that really took me back, because up until that point I had identified as a lesbian, and I had a group of friends in high school that were all lesbians, and we hung out and we chatted and stuff. I was known as the lesbian because I was like the ultimate femme. I wore heels every day to school, and I had fake lashes every day, like super girly. I had an identity through my sexuality, and now I was confused and changing everything, and nothing felt right. So of that group of girls that I was friends with, I reached out to one of them and asked her, what am I if I'm not a lesbian? And she told me information that really impacted me, and she told me, you're Madison. You are more than just a lesbian. You're very smart, passionate. She listed a bunch of qualities, and then she said, you're not a can of soup. In that list, there's nothing that says soup or something that needs to be labeled specifically to group you. And at the time I didn't like that answer, because I didn't feel like it was an answer, but it was. She told me to talk to the guy, date the guy, see what happens. I did, and I went and sat my mother down, and I told her, be mad, but I want to talk to you about something. And she was already hesitant, already scared, because when your kid comes and says that, it's never anything good. And I told her that I was gonna start dating someone, and I didn't want her to get her hopes up. Mom got really excited at that, and she's like, who is it? And I showed her pictures of him. I told her about him, and she was really excited. And I told her, this doesn't mean I don't like girls. I'm figuring it out. And I don't want you to think that there's hope for me to walk down the aisle to a man. I don't want you to think that this changes the fact that I like girls, but I want you to know, because I'm gonna start bringing him around. And obviously she was so excited about that. It was a short relationship, but a good relationship, in that I learned a lot about myself. And after he and I broke up, I formally came out as bisexual. Now, if you or someone you know is struggling with coming out, or has come out and is facing family backlash, there are some support groups down below, as well as my information. Feel free to reach out if you need some support. I would love to just listen and give whatever advice I have, but know that just because people identify as straight, lesbian, gay, bisexual, pansexual, whatever it may be, don't feel like you have to. Sexuality is fluid, and as my friend said, you're not a can of soup. Don't feel like you have to have all the answers, that you have to have a label on everything. You can just exist and be who you are, and that's absolutely okay. More than okay, that's what you should do. You should be you. So that's all for today. Like, comment, subscribe. I sound like a real YouTuber now, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.